Sky News studios in Melbourne, live. The Bolt Report. Now, Andrew Bolt.
But first, identity politics. What a poison that is. In fact, so poisonous that it makes people blind. Now, the Herald Sun's Mark Knight is Australia's finest cartoonist. He is a colleague and also a friend, a kind of man you would struggle to meet. Except today, I read that he is in fact the world's most notorious racist.
It immediately made me think of one thing, which was the minstrel shows, the blackface that occurred back in the Jim Crow era in the United States.
All of us who are Mark's friends and colleagues, we're stunned by what's happened over the last 24 hours. See, Mark's crime was to draw a cartoon of Serena Williams throwing her disgraceful hissy fit at the US Open women's finals, smashing a racket while umpire Carlos Ramos asked her opponent, Japan's Naomi Osaka, "Could you just let her win?" Now, this obviously is a cartoon about bad behaviour. Williams smashing that racket and abusing the umpire after he caught her coach cheating by illegally coaching Williams with hand signals from the sidelines.
You owe me an apology. I have never cheated in my life. I have a daughter and I stand what's right for her, and I've never cheated. And you owe me an apology. And
that fiasco got even worse when Williams, who was clearly losing anyway, stepped up her abuse of umpire Ramos.
You will never, ever, ever be on another court of mine as long as you live. You are the liar. And you stole a point from me. You're a thief, too.
Code violation, verbal abuse.
Now, that is the juvenile behaviour that Mark Knight was mocking in his cartoon by representing Williams as a spoiled brat, just like he pilloried Australia's Nick Kyrgios a few days earlier for his own brattish behaviour. But this time, as I say, Mark Knight is now damned as a racist. Here and around the world, every race warrior is now piling on him, including Australian basketball champion Ben Simmons, who wrote, "To respect Serena Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam champion, in this light is truly disappointing." Even Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling tweeted sarcastically, "Well done on reducing one of the greatest sportswomen alive to racist and sexist tropes and turning a second-grade sportswoman into a faceless prop." So I just don't get this. And been asking, what on earth is Knight's actual sin? Well, one of Mark Knight's American accusers explained this to the ABC today.
It immediately made me think of one thing, which was the minstrel shows, the blackface that occurred back in the Jim Crow era in the United States.
What was it about that you related to this particular cartoon?
It was just the depiction of Serena in this case, the over-exaggeration of her features.
But accentuating features is what all cartoonists do. I mean, Mark has drawn me as a fat brawler with slits for eyes. I mean, I thought I kept my eyes open a bit more than that, but that's the way Mark sees it, for laughs. But, you know, when I actually compare Mark's depiction of Serena Williams to what she actually looked like during her massive dummy spit, I mean, how much exaggeration was there really? And you see, that makes me think, have Mark's critics been blinded, and I mean literally blinded, by identity politics? Take the criticism that Mark didn't just make Williams look too black, but also made Osaka look too white. Apparently that's also racist. A lot of Twitter complainants complaining that he drew Osaka with a blonde ponytail, which, as America's CBS News complains, well, listen, Osaka has dark curly hair in real life and was also made to appear small compared to Williams, despite being 2 inches taller. I mean, this is bizarre. Again, what Mark drew is in fact how Osaka actually appeared in the final, with her ponytail indeed dyed blonde. And as you can see, Mark drew her with a complexion darker than the umpires, but lighter than Williams, again, just like reality. And as for being drawn smaller than Williams, that is what artists call perspective, making distant objects smaller to add depth to a picture. Perspective. Mark's critics should get some, because they seem almost insane to me. It's like people pushing identity politics simply cannot see what's right in front of their eyes. Osaka with a blonde ponytail, Williams with her smashed tennis racket. Instead, they go and see things that are absolutely not what's theirs. And so a cartoon that's mocking one of the world's richest and most powerful athletes having a tantrum looks to them instead as a racist attack on a saint from a poor and oppressed minority. Now, I said it yesterday, say it again now. Identity politics is the poison of our times. It's the new refuge of the scoundrel and the blind Twitter hater.